Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today there is a special kind of video that I'm doing. It's a little bit controversial maybe. I don't know how people feel about Resplendent Heroes at this point, but I wanted to make a video on it because there's something special announced at the end of this video and you should watch to the end. Don't just skip. I know when you skip. No, so I wanted to do a special video because I wanted to do a kind of special thing for this, and especially now that we're all kind of like stuck inside. I personally am under like lockdown until mid-June at this point. I'm sure we're all going a little bit stir crazy, and I'm sure we could all use a little bit of goodness. So I wanted to make a video to do something to facilitate that, and it's about Resplendent Heroes. Hooray! I decided to do a video on Resplendent Heroes and who I would like to see / who I think could benefit from, and then just a combination of all that, because honestly there's a lot of Gen 1 units that could be they could be given new life with a Resplendent form, as is evident actually in the Lin that I just made. Have I showed this? I showed it on Twitter and Instagram. I made this. I don't know why I made... Well, I do know why I made this. Like 2 years ago, I accidentally gave Lin Flashing Blade 3, and I've never been able to forgive myself since. So here we go. This is the culmination of years of just wondering what to do with Lin. And there she is now. Anyway, not about Lin. That's not what this video is about. She is a Resplendent... Well, I mean, she is a Resplendent hero. It's kind of about her. Anyway, my criteria for Resplendent Heroes I would like to see / think could benefit from / combination of all those things is they have to be an older unit. And frankly, I came across far too many that I wanted, so I made myself narrow it down. There's not really a rule in terms of what type of unit can get a Resplendent that we know of. We just know that they are older. It doesn't really matter if they are, strictly speaking, an infantry or an armor or a flyer or whatever. But we do know that so far, at the beginning of the month, we have gotten a 5-star exclusive hero who is typically from like the year 1 units. And then towards the end of the month, we get a 3 or 4-star pool unit, typically from year 1 of the pool. So that's kind of what I required of myself. I picked one unit from each color, one of which is a 5-star lock, and one of which is a 4-star lock. And you can see my 5-star lineup because I was lazy and didn't want to make a lot of slides, because let's be honest, it's not about the list. It's about what comes at the end of the video that I'm making this video. So, Celica. Surprisingly enough, I have not really done too much with Celica. So she was like pretty high on my list. It was honestly between her and Lucina. But, I don't know, man. I feel like Lucina's probably going to get it before Celica would anyway. So I ended up going with Celica, like, out of solidarity alone, I feel like. And frankly, I am very okay with that. Celica has held up surprisingly really well, if you can believe that. She's still like a really solid unit. She got her preferred refined thing relatively early on, I want to say, and it's really good. And there's a handful of good sets that you could make with Celica, but I have not taken the time to do that. And I feel bad about that. Whenever there's a Resplendent hero, I feel the need to instantly build them. And I would like that to happen with Celica. She's a good character. Her art's already pretty decent. Like, it's not bad at all. It's actually very good. And, I don't know. Let's just give Miss Lindbeck some more work. Am I right? Let's do that. Not that she's not busy enough, but... you know. It could happen. One who I genuinely think could use an art upgrade, and it's no offense to Azuka. This is Minerva. Do you know who Minerva is? She's in Mystery of the Emblem. I know, riveting, right? Minerva has, like, very little to offer in terms of base kit. I don't think she even has a refine yet, which is kind of a bummer. I genuinely have not done anything with her. I got her on a pity break at one point, and she was minus speed, which hurt my feelings a little bit, but she was also plus defense, so that's pretty okay. I would genuinely just take another Minerva to fix the terrible Bane that I have, and then I would use her, maybe. But honestly, I feel like she kind of gets underlooked just because there are a handful of free-to-play options. There are already Axe Flyers like Shersh, or other Shersh, or Shersh with an eye patch. All of those flyers that exist, they are, Grails or 3 to 4 star pool, and they can do this or better, or will not cost you, 5-star level of orbs. But a Resplendent version, I think, would be very, very nice. It would give Minerva a little bit of upgrade. It would boost the stats. I would genuinely think Minerva is a very cool character. But as you can see, in 3 years, I've been able to acquire that. it's just not worth it. Lind, I make no qualm that, Lind is my girl. Alright? She is a blue tome, which basically means she is everything I want out of a unit in this game. And I only have her at +2, which, that's a thing. But she's plus speed, which is also a thing. That is good. I genuinely don't know. I don't know. Her art is good. Julianne Taylor is a treasure. Let's give her some more work as well. Shall we not? I could see her being Neefel, if I'm being honest. I think she fits the Neefel motif pretty well, or could fit it pretty well. So, she's got kind of a hairstyle similar to Lynn. I could see it happening. I don't know, those are little puff balls that she has on her belt. That's an interesting thing. Maybe they become snowflakes. Who knows? But I could definitely see her having like a Neefel type of motif. Shout out to Ninian, who was actually the runner-up in this category, who unironically would also make a really good Neefel alt for a Resplendent version, and was also blue. But ultimately I had to go with Lind because she is Lind, and I love Lind, and it's nothing against Ninian. Ninian would be great too, but it is what it is. Jafar. Can you imagine Jafar with like a sick Muspel type alt? Come on. You know you can, and it's dope. Jafar is another one of those who is still pretty solid. Like, the base stats are relatively good for a dagger. He does get outshined in speed and attack from other units. But he is a Gen 1 wonder, and that's what happens when, you get into the game early. You become less useful as time goes on. He does have a preferred, which is very nice, as you can see there. And, I don't know. He's a very good kind of mage attacker for the most part. I would like to see Jafar get a Muspel alt. And I guess I haven't really mentioned the other ones either, have I? I have nothing really more to say on that. I like Jafar. I think he's interesting. I don't know why he wants to hitch up with Nino, but hey, whatever. I'm not here to judge. All right, I'm not here to judge. I don't know, man. What would Minerva be? Muspel, maybe? I could see her rocking some Muspel gear. Silica for sure would probably be Asker, maybe. Actually, you know what? Jafar would make a very good emblem. Embla, too. That would be nice. I could see any of these things happening. Maybe not so much Neefel with him. Before this video gets too terribly long, let's look at the 4 stars quick, shall we? Which this one, oh my god, dude. The number of things that I had to, kick back. My goodness. Tiki gets Tiki treatment, in my opinion. She's on the layout, obviously. Adult Tiki is probably one of my favorite characters in all of Fire Emblem. She's right up there with, like, Nagi, and I just think it's so interesting that they brought her back in Awakening as this kind of, like, mediator through this timeline of games that has happened. And that's really cool. I love any time you get, like, this weird retcon multiverse type thing that's happening. And Tiki kind of, like, spans it all, which is why I love it. Not only that, she was my first plus 10 project that I ever did in this game. And I would like to use her again. As you can see, I've not updated her since, like, mid-2018. at the most recent. I maybe gave her Breath of Fog whenever she got that refined, and I don't know that I changed anything else about her. This is back when, if you had Steady Breath and Quick Repose, you were fine. You just tank stuff with Tiki and Naui, and that's what you did. But I would like to see a new Resplendent version of her. I don't really have a preference in terms of the outfit. Maybe Asker would be good. Maybe? I don't know. But she's plus 10, and I would like her to... please? Please, IS. For my birthday, maybe? Merrick. Talk about your anniversary, right? This is another emblem unit that desperately needs some life breathed into him. And yes, I know I said breathed. Anyway. Merrick. Weird stats. Right? Gen 1. High HP, high defense. Kind of like mediocre speed, although decent speed at the time, for the honestly. Attack, res. He was like your first kind of physically tanky mage. Maybe you gave him close counter back then. I don't know. I don't know what you do with him now. But a Resplendent could maybe be good for him. I assume it would be good for him, right? That's a thing. Neefel. I'm going to say Neefel. He looks like a Neefel kind of guy. He does the wind stuff. Wind has snow in it sometimes. The combination's there. May! I do love me some May. Probably my favorite unit / character from Valentia. And, you know, Queen Jeremy is also, you know, let's give her some more work as well. There's need and time to go around. I gave May a fair amount of stuff. She's also got Juicy Wave in here for her weapon skill, if we ever want some built-in desperation. She's good. She's a good unit. I feel like she kind of gets overlooked sometimes. That speed is a little middling at this point. It's going to take some buffs. 38. It's not as fast as it used to be, unfortunately. We see a handful of units now that breach the lower to mid 40s before buffs, maybe especially if they have like a good boon on them. So May's odds of doubling are still decent, but they're not as good as they used to be. And May is one of my favorite characters in all of Fire Emblem as well. And I feel like she gets overlooked. And again, blue tome. So, I mean, preferential. You'll note that both of the units on for blue that I chose for this video are both blue tomes. That's not coincidence, guys. That's not coincidence. I would throw Makai on here, but I don't think she could benefit from it. And also, I don't think she was technically book 1. Lucius. Friends. I have had exactly 3 5-star Lucius in my life. Okay? One of which I think maybe I used feathers on, if I'm not mistaken. So there's that. This is back before we knew what IVs were like. We had to like calculate them on a website and then like figure it out. Yeah. So I don't know what I was thinking. Plus defense would be good. There were a lot of questionable choices that Brian made back in 2017 when he first started this game. This is one of them. please, IS, allow me to rectify the atrocities that was +2ing a plus defense Lucius. Or just give me a tome version. That works too. I'm not picky. I can live with this if all else fails. But in all seriousness, if Mercedes had not come along, I probably would have +10 to Lucius as my mainstay healer. But that never came to fruition. And so now we have a rockin' +10 Mercedes. But Lucius deserves some spotlight as well, and I would like to see him pop in as, a new Resplendent hero. That could be fun. I don't know, man. Maybe Neefel. Maybe Asker. I feel like he'd pull those colors off pretty well. Maybe go edgy. Maybe give him an Emblald. That might be exciting too. Lots of options. May for sure would be Muspel. Let's be real. She is big hurdy lightning, so she would embrace big hurdy flames, probably. So that is where we're at. Now, if you manage to make it to the very end of this, good God, 16-minute video, you should know that there will be a giveaway going on in the description. I think we are going to just do like a Google form, because that seems like the most easy thing. I don't want to make you guys go to a website that forces you to sign in and subscribe or whatever. So here's the dealio. There's going to be a form. Just make sure you fill it out. I won't be collecting email addresses, so you'll probably have to provide that. Make sure you list your YouTube name, or maybe like a preferred method of contact. That'll work too. Just read the form. It'll all be in there. But in order to enter, you must be subscribed. I will double check that because I want to give back to subscribers first and foremost. And not that I don't appreciate your subscriberless views. I do. There's 60% of you that watch these. I know who you are. Maybe. And so be subscribed and leave a comment, I guess, so that I know that you're a real person. Maybe that'll help. I hope. I'm not really sure. I don't think we'll get spam botted on a Google form on a video that's probably going to get 1,000 views at most. So there's that. But either way, leave a comment, be subscribed, and you could have a chance to be one of 3 winners for a Resplendent Hero pack and or value of $10 USD in the form of a Google Play gift card or an iTunes Apple, well no, they don't call it iTunes anymore, do they? Apple App Store card thing. It'll be sent digitally. Just make sure that you are subscribed, you leave a comment, and you fill out the form appropriately. Look for it in the description. And with that, I want to say thank you for watching, as I babbled on pointlessly for 18 minutes now, probably at this point. Hey, I was right. It's 18 minutes. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I hope you guys look forward to the new Resplendent Heroes. If I had to take a guess, the eve of the big reveal, before Azura gets here, I would probably say we're going to get Marth. I feel like Marth makes a lot of sense. He's a 4-star, which comes towards the end of the month. The 25th would be really close to when the 30th anniversary hits, which it's kind of all about Marth. I don't know. I just have a good feeling about Marth. So I guess we'll see if this video ages well or not. Probably not. Either way, there you go. Thank you guys again for watching. Be sure to check out the giveaway if you have any interest in that. And that is it for now. So thank you for watching. Be good to each other. Stay safe in these most troubling of times. And until then, I will catch you next time.